Hello and welcome. In this video, we will talk about rebasing. This is one of the most difficult and confusing concepts, and mostly people and developers they confuse how the Git rebase actually works. In this video, I will try to explain in a very simple manner so that we could understand how it actually works. So let me try to first show what we're going to do in this video. So now let me explain the scenario. What we will do. So we have a remote master. Okay, we have a remote master branch, and we have some commits there, right? And we have the same copy local master, right? Now what will happen? We will try to work on something. We want to make a feature. We want to work on something. So we will branch off. We will create a branch, a local branch. Okay, this is a local branch, and we call it feature. And we will work on this feature branch. Okay, we will make some feature branch. And then what will happen? So this is the initial case. We will have a remote branch, and we also have a local master branch that is the exact copy of the remote branch. We have all the commits of our remote branch, and then we will have a local branch, right? Now let's start with this, and let's try to create the local branch using Git Kraken, and then we will proceed. Okay, so now we are here, and let's create. We are at the master level. We have checked out master, and let's create a branch. So, and we call it feature, right? Have a feature branch, and with this feature branch, we will create a file, test file created, the first commit. Okay, and let's try to write something. Say code added, save this file, edit, bug fix, and let's make another simple change. Now we have some number of commits here in our local feature branch, but when we are working on our feature branch, there is also development work going on the remote master, right? We are not the only one working on this project. There are a number of people working on this. So now what will happen? Okay, so we are working on a local branch. We have some number of commits here, and but at the same time, the other team members are working on the remote master, and they are also merging their code, or they are rebasing their code on the master. So we have an additional commit in our remote master which we don't have. So what we will do to get this commit, we will pull from the master. So now when we will pull from the master, we will have a new commit here. So let's try to do this with Git Kraken. Okay, so we will go to the remote master. So we will go to the remote repo, and we will try to pretend that there is some new commit in a remote master, and we will make commit to the repo. So we are at the master branch, and let's try to make a commit here. If we look at the number of commits, so the latest commit is commit 1. If we look at this master, our local master is already synced with commit. So the latest commit, the head of our local master and the head of the remote master is the same, but now it will not remain the same. So let us create. So let's open up the master file, add file, and let's say bug fix bug. Okay, and let's make this. So we have one additional commit on a remote master, which we don't have in the local master. So if we pull, so how we will know that there are commits, there are some new commits in the remote master? To do that, we will have to keep, or we will have to somehow fetch from the remote repo. Otherwise, we won't know that there is some additional commit in our remote master. So let's first fetch only, and let's see what we have. So as we are fetching, we have to give the password, and as you can see here, The local master is saying that we are one commit behind from the remote master. And in this tree graph, you can see that this is our local master and this is a remote master with the icon of the GitHub. So we have this bug fix on master file on the remote, but we don't have the local master. Now we will sync a local master with the remote master, and we will say that let's pull this. We will say pull this. As we are pulling it, so now as you can see, we have synced our local master. The pull is successfully done, and local master and the remote master are now synced. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to rebase. Now we have completed our feature. So before pushing or before rebasing, always remember that first pull from the remote master so that you could get all the updated commits, because rebasing will change the Git history. We want to rebase these commits on master. So instead of pointing this when we will rebase, now it will point to this commit when we will rebase. So we want so when we will rebase, all these commits will come on top of this commit. Let me redraw this in a clean manner. Okay, what we want to do right now, we have branch of this with like this. So we have all the commits on the local feature. The local feature branch is pointing towards this commit. But what we want to do, we want to rebase. And when we will rebase, this will not point to this one, but this will point on top of a local master. So this is the top of the local master. Okay, so this is the head of the master. And when we will rebase, our commits, our local commits, these all commits, the feature branch commits will point to the top of the master, right? So we have checked out the feature master. Sorry, we have checked out the local feature branch, and here is a master. And we will right click on the master and we will say rebase feature onto master. Rebase feature onto master, and all the commits will come on top of the master. Let's do this. Now, as you can see, we have this bug fixed on master. This was the we pulled this commit, and now we have all the commits on master on top of this commit. Now we have successfully rebased all commits on the local master. But still, as if you note that the master branch is pointing at this commit, right? It should be pointing towards this commit at this level. It should be pointing to this level, not at this level, right? Because we have rebased this on master. Okay, now let's try to understand this once again. So let's try to understand this process once again. So we have the remote master. Then we created local master that was synced with the remote master. Then we created the local feature branch. We made some commits, right? Commit on feature branch. Then after, when we finish our work on the feature branch, then first what we did, we pulled changes or commits, okay? Changes from remote master. We pull changes from remote master, and then we rebase, right? We rebase. Now this is the important point. We rebase feature. We rebase feature on master. But as if you see the local master branch is still pointing at this point, at this commit. Now what we have to do, the last step is we will rebase. We will rebase once again. Now this is one of the confusing points which I want to make it clear. We will rebase master right? We'll rebase master, local master, right? We'll rebase local master now on to feature branch. Why we are doing this? We are doing this because we want to move this head to point here. We want to make it point to the latest commit. And for this purpose, we will perform this operation, rebasing local master onto the feature branch. And then we can delete this feature branch if we want, because right now it's actually pointing. The feature branch is actually pointing here on this commit. Now, what we want to do, we will check out this master branch now, our local master. We'll check out local master branch. Now, we will right click, or we will use this feature branch. We will right click on this feature branch, rebase master on. So it means we are rebasing the pointer, master pointer onto the feature branch. And now, as you can see, our master branch, local master branch, is now pointing towards the latest commit, which is this one, right? So our local feature and our local master both are pointing to the latest commit. And now, as you can see, we are 4 commits ahead from the remote master. There are 4 commits ahead. Now, if we want to remove this feature branch, we can remove this easily because we have all the commits in our local master branch. So let me delete this also. Delete feature. Delete. Now, no commit lost because we have all the commits master branch. Now we can push this to the remote master. In the local master, the latest commit we have is the bug fix master file. And now let's push to the remote master. Now push is successful, and also you see the indicator. And let's refresh the page here. And now, as you can see, we have all the files, all the commits. The only thing we need to take care is the Git history. If we are rebasing, then it will change the Git history. And if we are working in a team environment, then it should be an agreement before using the Rebase strategy that for every push there should be the other team members should pull from the remote. So now what we did is, let's just update this, that what we did is we did the rebase local master on to the feature branch, and now our local master pointing towards, and then we deleted local branch. So this is it, and I hope this will be helpful for you.